Now let's get straight to the point with this video. I've picked up some very strange images. Images of an object appearing through where we see the geoengineering. The skies become very dark. This apparent picture is picking up a red object. Now the red reflection is emitting the haze even below where we see the mountains. The red reflection is even emitting on those lines appearing straight across this anomaly of a huge orb or something else of interest. Whatever it is, it's there, and it looks very, very large in view sight, doesn't it? Something again is darkening our skies. Now I've picked up other images of the moon. It looks very strange, like a square, emitting light, like a mirror. Now it's still very important, isn't it, to show you the timestamp at 12:10 of where we picked up that picture, so you can see the image is absolutely genuine. A dark sky emitting a red reflection with these apparent lines right in front of this object of interest. See, again, why spray the skies there? Because we see many lines appearing from different horizons, but then when we see something else that's emitting its colour, and then they start to do this towards our skies to cover up something. Another very interesting image as well, timestamp 1 PM. Now we notice again the line appearing in the skies towards this illumination of a huge orb in the sky. Again, we've got this parachutist. Now this parachutist has the perfect position to take a photograph. Can you see again this huge reflection? Even in the background we've got another object, and still we have those streaks in the skies. Now if this parachutist is able to watch the videos, if you captured anything or seen anything, send it through to the email below. It's very important. Now it's very important to do this to show you difference of the images as we go through this webcam, through the time lapses, and also seeing the formations. Now look at the apparent lines here towards the skies. On the next timestamp as well, as you're witnessing now at 7:49, you will see something huge reflecting to where they are causing the misted up skies. Going to 8:55, what do we see through the skies? We're noticing the refraction of the sun that is illuminating to the far left hand side. Some other object is being picked up northeast at 8:55, and then we start to see at 10:01, I've explained this before, witnessing of a dark sky, but we're picking up something as well towards where the timestamp is to the left side, a dark sky and something else. Then we go to the other photograph that we showed you just 5 minutes ago of seeing these apparent lines, again this illumination of something, other formations, and then we notice something else, don't we, at 12:10. We've shown you the large image as well, but why are we seeing the lines covering up this formation? The lines appear a lot stronger now when we see a difference. To the other timestamp as well, we're seeing many lines in the skies, still we see the formation at 13:17. And then at 2:21, we're still noticing this object of interest. As soon as we see the illumination at 2:21, look what happens. Round about 15:30, we start to see the streaks in the skies, covering up and smudging out the truth. Now, we need to explain this in detail as well. When we see plasma to the approach of the horizon, timestamp there at 7:55, anything else as well, because the sun plasma will magnify. It is where we see a lifting of the plasma, and other objects of interest will show to be larger in size. Now, looking at the approach of the plasma of the sunrise at 7:55, we shouldn't see any lens flares or anything like that at all. So what are we seeing here towards this area of the rising of the plasma? You see the red haze down here, a lot stronger. This red colour as well, illuminating of two objects, and still we see the apparent lines in the background. Even at the timestamp at 9:01 AM, we're picking up these orbs in the skies. Very strange formations indeed, and we will continue to keep tracking these formations. Now, 3 hours later into the evening skies, we start to pick up the moon. Now, I spoke about at the beginning of the video that the moon looks like a square mirror in the skies. Many other people have emailed as well, have seen a huge object illuminating, so different now of the illumination that we saw last year. Here it is, where we see this object again, reflecting. Now, to the next timestamp as well. Look at the illumination from the 3 hour mark. What has happened? Let's just go back. And then we'll just move forward again. Look at this. What are we viewing here? And why has the moon changed? Like a square. Watch this. And then all of a sudden it goes back to its normal state. So what went wrong there? Why are we seeing the moon changing to this? And then going back to the formation again. I want to show you something else on another webcam. Okay, now look at this apparent photograph. 6:27 AM. Look at this area here. What is brightening up the skies to the right hand side with all this plasma? Now, how can the celestial body, the moon, cause this towards our skies? A square object illuminating to the right hand side. 6:27 AM. This is a spectacular photograph because going back to the webcams, and also you, the community that are working very hard, has shown pictures of the moon for many long years. Now, looking at this, to this very day, something has changed. Now what I've done is I've zoomed into the area of view sight. This should be the moon, but it's square. Look at the formation and how bright it is, reflecting as well. How can this be? It does look like a giant mirror that is witnessed through our skies. When we look at the timestamp as well, at 5:54 AM, it looks so different. Now, I took a glance at the moon as well. Even this evening as well, it looks very different. Now, it's been misted up through the skies with all those lines appearing to cover up the view side to the moon. Last night, it was beaming like a torch. Many of you as well have sent emails and information I will provide on another video with the photographic evidence of this strange appearance of the moon. So going back to that timestamp at 6:27, what is again causing all that plasma and this shape to the right hand side? Now we saw the moon in sight of being like a huge mirror, and then down towards the horizon it is still looking very strange, isn't it? Like a square formation. There is indeed in the center of the photograph something else. Look at this line. Look at the plasma. Now, the natural satellite, the moon that we viewed for many years, should be heading down towards the horizon and looking very small in view sight on this webcam. All cameras catch it like this. Now, when we viewed that artificial object that looks square, it seems to have disappeared, and then we're seeing a large formation towards the horizon. Even, like I just said just then, 2 minutes ago, that the illumination of the moon would be much smaller in view sight, heading down towards the horizon. So after we saw that red to a change as well through the plasma of a rising of something else, and then we're seeing a square anomaly of a shape that is mirroring our skies to make it very bright, and then we start to see again these other strange large objects that are much larger in size heading down towards the horizon. See what is going on. Again, we are picking up more information about these holographic moons that the Far East are going to display through the skies. Other places like Germany, I mean, there is many things being hidden, isn't there? And just continuing and showing these images are amazing. Again, we are seeing differences now. This image was captured as well, thousands of feet high above sea level, of these webcams that are on record all the time in high definition, viewing something else of a rise. Now, the photograph is showing a lot of red reflections, a lot of red colour rising above the skies. Now you can see the apparent beam from the camera. But look in the background. An object again illuminating like a second sun. This yellow colour and this red colour in the background. Now when the sun is turned to a change of being white, you can see that from the camera. Are we witnessing our natural golden sun in the background? This beam. The images just keep coming towards us of even more craziness of the skies. Again, what we're witnessing is this illumination of this beam again of a white sun reflecting. Look at this pink colour reflecting very strong. You can see the pink colour reflecting on these of a misty haze down below. And this object again. Let's take the photograph from this webpage. Now we're all here as skywatchers investigating each image that comes in. Look at this area and look at this pink reflection. When we look at it again, look how strong it is. Straight below the area that we see view sight of a change for the sun. Something that is being picked up. It's always important to keep checking and researching and seeing something that is apparent. Now, to speak of this, of the apparent size of these objects, to where view sight, to where we're witnessing the size towards where we're seeing from the ground zero up towards the skies, it would cause a catastrophic event. Now, we're seeing reflections of something that is appearing through our solar system. The reflections will show through cloud formations, the colours through the streaks in the skies. But it just shows you there is something out there. And all of a sudden, this happens. They start to smudge out the skies in the area that we see a huge object of interest. Just covering it up before the plasma, after the plasma of the sun, where we even see view sight of the moon. Now we see the moon being so different, appearing through the skies, smoking out the view sight of known celestial bodies. And then we go to the timestamp as well. This webcam at 1534, we're picking up this red colour, reflecting down to the area that we saw of an object, and then we saw it being smudged out. Going through the webcam as well, to 1745. I mean, look at this. Can you see that red, strong reflection? See, anything that looks strange through the skies of these apparent orbs or something else, they will clearly smudge it out. Here's another very important photograph that was picked up as well from Switzerland. What are we seeing on the screen? Now, showing those two streaks in the skies, there is an object again in the background. We witness the plasma, something else, these two lines. Are we seeing helion? Let's just get a bit closer to this object. Another celestial body that is illuminating. Look at this. Something huge. A strange colour, and you can see the apparent formations of different colours, these reds. That is a huge object, isn't it? See, anything else that begins to start to show itself through the skies will straight away be smudged out by these lines and formations. I've said this all along. There are other objects in our solar system. We have Arboda, Helion, Farada, Harrington, Nibiru. Something is going to be sighted. These sightings are true on these photographs. Just more strange images. Let's move on to... Now, I've gone back to this webcam many a times, and the sun is behind us at the timestamp at 1550. So what is illuminating this pink reflection, very strong, from the eastern skies? Why is this pink colour reflecting? Now, even when I viewed this cam back in March of 2017, even 2018, I always go back to these webcams and there was no refraction as big as this, as we're witnessing now on this webcam of 2019. Okay, I want to go through this with you as well, of importance. 6:42. This webcam again is facing towards the plasma that we see of the sun. There is the date as well, today's date, in February 2019, the timestamp and the date down below to the left hand side. Let's just go through this webcam because something happens. First we see that plasma, even that purple haze reflecting on the snow down below to the right hand side. Now something else is happening to the center of the photograph on this webcam, a purple haze and this rising of a yellow sun. To this area here as well, what is going on? Can you see this mirror or something that is showing just to this right hand side, cutting out the plasma of the golden sun at 10:15? Even going to this area as well, we see the merging of different colours, the reflections of a different colour, two reflections, a blue and this apparent colour as well, as we see at 12:10. This blue colour as well is still illuminating to the centre of the screen in the background. You can see the illumination on these formations, a dark sky to the left hand side. The illumination of the blue reflection at 15:21 is still there and visible. And it's still showing as well, this blue illumination in the background. Can you see the different colour of the skies? A dark sky, and we're seeing this formation. We notice as well the yellow plasma for the natural sun reflecting on these buildings. But why to this area are we notice this blue colour reflecting? Still showing on the screen as well as the sun is setting. It's very strong there, isn't it? Are we seeing the reflection from the blue Kachina? See, it is always there. These other objects again, they are not in the same celestial mechanics as our known planets. In our solar system, these objects are on an elliptical orbit, and they will show themselves towards the northern skies in our foreseeable future. See, we see the natural sun as Earth is rotating, but that blue illumination is very apparent, isn't it? It's beaming very strong, isn't it, on the photographs. Now these first two images that have just come in from Ohio, from Kathleen Starling, a member of our community, a skywatcher, notices these still appearing strange lines across the cloud systems. Even on the other photograph as well, towards where we're seeing the view type of this sunset, the skies become a lot darker, like we speak about on other different videos. The sun is illuminating very strange. Look at the appearance of the sky, of these other formations. Why are we seeing these strange lines still appearing to this very day? A very strange formation indeed from Arthur from Athens. Picked up the photograph again at 10 AM northeast. These appearances are not natural. These appearances are from something else, and they do look again like entities. Here is some very interesting video footage that have come in from Mark from Leeds in Great Britain. He has picked up through the time-lapse at different times of the morning through the sunrise of these apparent streaks and this dark sky and the formations that are not natural clouds, just to smudge out the dimming of the sun. Our natural golden sun is going into darkness. Look at the appearance as well on the video, down below as well, to the lines to the right hand side. The natural clouds are far too low. To the upper area that we see of the stratosphere, it is being stripped. See, what they pump up towards our skies is harming everything. Look at the illumination again of the sun. It is important to check this through the morning sunrise. Strange cloud formations, lines appearing every single day, and they still suggest that these are contrails. It is time now for a rude awakening towards what we're witnessing on a daily basis. This photograph came in from Yania from the United States of America, explaining through a statement, "It's always like this now, no natural clouds, different colours, these reds, greens, reflecting. Reflecting from what? Punched out holes through these formations? I mean, look, there's two of them. Red refractions through the skies, appearing on a daily basis. Formations that just don't move, like natural clouds. Something, again, is apparent. Just looking at the images where you see these lines and formations. Strange skies. Now, to begin with, when we speak of this, it's very important to send this message out, because only but a couple of weeks ago we had messages and photographs from Ohio explaining the skies were fine. Now we're seeing images, photographs, are showing the skies are so different now in Ohio. Now here in Great Britain, the skies are still being smoked out, but we see a golden sun reflecting. See, again, we need to speak of this. As the Earth is rotating through its orbit, this Planet X system, Hercules, will be sighted towards the skies of different countries. They will smudge it out. So when the witnesses are picking up the images like you see on this photograph from the United States of America, skies across Eastern Europe would see a natural blue sky, natural clouds, until, as Earth is rotating again, they will soon pick up these skies that are being witnessed, as you can see on these photographs. Now we see Kathleen Starling's other photographs from Ohio, so these photographs are being picked up by these other sky watchers from Ohio, and they can see this big difference of a smudge out. It can be quite difficult to catch the event when we see natural of a blue sky and a yellow sun, but at random times we will pick up this. Like we just saw from Athens, of Arthur's photography, of a photograph of a difference. Kathleen Starling from Ohio is picking up the same formations. Look at the appearance very closely and remember at the beginning of the video of that evidence of natural clouds from 1996. Kathleen is just taking another photograph. It just came in a short time ago where you're witnessing the changes to the eastern skies. See, they will spray and cover up all the horizons to smudge out huge reflections, huge dark shadows that appear. Anomalies are being picked up, evident on the screen as well. I'm going to show you something that Kathleen sent in of an image of the truth. We speak of orbs, we speak of entities, shapes that look so similar to faces in the skies through these other formations. By zooming in, look at this apparent arcing of something that is behind the area of view side to the sun. Look at these entities or orbs that appear through this area of this white sun reflecting. Look at this appearance. This is very, very demonic. Look at the formations as well. Faces appearing through the skies. Strange images indeed. The skies are looking more stranger as each month passes. The sun looks so much darker for 11 AM through the skies of Ohio. The formations are so different than what we saw before. This channel is here to wake up humanity, to wake up the public that something is being covered up, smudged out. The truth needs to be said as we see the appearance of the sun that is going into darkness. The changes have come, and like what you're witnessing on Kathleen's images and video evidence is a cover-up. Let's take you to other images across the world, because people again need to be informed. They're not saying anything, and we have the right to say what is appearing through our skies of now. When we look at the photography on different videos, we must remember, like you're witnessing on this video right now, of the skies of 2012, the appearance when we used to look up and see the natural beauty, just normal clouds moving across our skylines. Let's check out more evidence from across the world of the skies of 2019. Joshua from Ohio is picking up the same formations in the skies of right now. The appearance of the sun, the illumination of the sun is different. Those lines again appearing to where you see above the sunlight. Look at this side as well of the skies of Ohio. Look at this reflection again, and many lines appearing, not natural cloud systems. Look at this beam of light shining like a torch in the skies. A difference. It is very, very important. And if we think about it as well, with the images that are coming in from Ohio of right now, the cameras are being pointed up towards the heavens. To this very day, something again would show through the skies. Here is another photograph that has come in from the same area from Dominique. Strangeness of the skies, Franken skies. Look at this formation here. Let's just zoom in to the areas of this photograph. Look at this. A difference. Something is showing. Now we've spoken about 1,000 lost souls. But why are we seeing entities and formations through these systems? Look at this twisted trail appearing through the skies. When we look at different photographs and take a good close look at the details of the formations, something again. This is not a natural cloud system that you're seeing here, going straight up towards the heavens. This isn't a contrail. This is what is being produced again to smudge out this truth. Just by even zooming back below the area of the illumination of the sun, you see and witness those trails behind the tree area. See, when you want to speak out, you do have a gut feeling to do so. When the images come in, and you notice the big changes through our skylines, we have to remember it's all to do with the smudge out, the colours, the appearances. A big change is happening. Dominique has sent in this other photograph, moments afterwards, of the formations a change for the sun. Now, I'm tracking these images as much as I can for you to see and witness of other formations again appearing through these other lines appearing straight up towards the heavens. Look at these. Let's just show you this. Let's just move out as well to show you the appearances. I mean, do you think that this is a normal photograph of the skies? Something is different now to our cloud systems. Formations, again, just very strange photographs of a difference. All we want to do is try and wake up as many people as we can to show you the truth. Now, it is important to speak of this as well, because humanity have indeed got used to this. They're turning away from this. Now, back in 1985, if we saw this appearance through our skies, back then, people would definitely look up, wouldn't they? They'd think that there is something that is happening. Even when we see it every day, they would have to announce it. Because things have gradually changed with the appearance of the skies, a slow process. It is where humanity again have got used to it. Pumping out the same excuse time and time again through news media of contrails. This image that was sent in again from the area that we're speaking of on this this video. I mean, look at this. across our skies. Strange reflections, strange formations. All we want to do is just speak out, and we just want answers. Because, if you think about it again, we're not here to cause any fear whatsoever. We're not going to go off and explain of what we're witnessing. We are just here to explain again that we just demand the truth. We just demand answers, because it is getting worse. It is a situation where we just look at the media, they just state that everything is normal, but then when we look at our skies, we see this all the time. Anthony from Phoenix, Arizona is picking up strange skies. These images again, just moments ago, explaining of these formations that appear to the center of the photograph appear at least 5 minutes to either horizons. They just appear through the smoky skies, and then the skies become much more darker. Video footage came in just moments ago from Carola from Sweden. The skies appeared as a smokescreen. All across the world have similar skylines now. It's happening all across our world, and we have the right to know.